really need you to do something for me.
No, yeah, there's actual like notes on the thing. I was just watching earlier, where it said we've been doing really great over here, but we don't feel like we've been doing a lot of stuff for you guys. We don't feel like it's reciprocal.
Yeah, it's basically trying to run a business through the government. And
That's how it's always been, though.
Yeah.
No. Not been that way, man. There's a clear line.
There is a specific action.
Let me. There you go. Let me give you that, and then let me. Look at it. There we go.
Is that your phone too?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, which ones are we gonna do?
I'm sharing the station one.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because all of our pages are live already.
You're alive.
Take that.
Yeah, right? Point yesterday, like, we're talking about serious things, and it's like, oh, hey. Music is.
Yeah. It's like some juvenile. That's
I'm playing Will Smith. All right, come back, y'all.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, after once it goes to the.
By the way, everyone, it's Fresh Prince.
Which one's it?
It's Fresh Prince.
Don't understand.
Yeah.
Parents just don't understand, y'all.
Yes, we do.
What do you think about when your daughters are going to see some
Come back, y'all.
on that show?
She does it now.
No, that's. Because we, the people, welcome back. I'm here with my.
Hello.
Where's your ring, bro?
Oh, it got taken away from me.
Oh man. Oh. Here with DJ Little Fro. What's up?
What's up?
So you're leaving us.
Thank you.
You're leaving us.
I am.
You're going back to the Northeast.
The southwest side of. Nah, actually, I'm going to Philadelphia, but.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Where are you really? Westfield.
Where I spent all of my days.
That's right. That's what you're gonna be spending it now.
Yeah,
So
for real. I'm gonna be a data analyst. That's
Yes, we're gonna go to the board meeting.
Happy hour's still going.
That's right. So, what kind of data?
So national data, it's going to be dealing with financially combating money laundering, sex trafficking.
Ukraine deal when you're what is it? But do it on your coworker's computer, okay?
Good advice.
Yeah. So we're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you.
I'll miss you guys.
We'll come visit and
Yeah.
come back and visit.
Yeah, call in. We'll face Skype
I'll come
time.
back, make some good.
Marcus.
Okay, so we're gonna go live. We're gonna go fly over there and go to Little Freckles
Yeah.
financial unit.
That's all.
You mean we have to pay you? We have to.
Yes.
Say what?
You get paid?
So Jesus was living wage. So, so tell us about yourself. You grew up, why you're running.
Yeah. So I grew up actually in A-Leaf.
Yes.
That's my card in the
Same.
Swap.
Right?
Swap.
Hattie would be happy.
Hattie. Shout out Hattie. The Texas Torch.
Yeah, he's from SWAT as well.
He owes me for that shout out, by the way.
Does he?
Alright, so you're from the SWAT. What high school? Which one? Which one of the two?
I actually, interesting part is, our side of town is, unfortunately, I actually had to pause my education for a little bit.
Okay.
Had to, step into that working role to really help provide.
Okay.
One thing that I'm really priding myself on running is, I know a lot of young people and, my generation, it's hard. You have student loan debt, you have a lot of, people who really don't have that motivation to go to school. So I kind of want to be that beacon to really provide that, that you can do it and it's possible to aim, hit, and dream big. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool.
Right.
So which high school were you?
I got my GED.
Yes. You zoned to which one of the two?
Elsick.
Okay. Yeah. And then when did you start? How old were you when you had to start working?
I had to start
14, 15.
I actually had to start working when I was 16.
And where'd you start?
I started, so it was a little company that no one really knows about.
Yeah.
But I was selling office supplies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what kind of job that was. Yes.
Inside sales rep selling office supplies,
Uh-huh.
talking to people,
Yeah.
advertising the company.
So you would say you have people skills? Would you agree?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, very much so. Some
Yeah.
people are like, oh, well, you know, his sister always smiling and everything. It could be a hurricane outside, but I always see you smiling. So that's
Yeah.
it.
That's beautiful.
Good energy.
Right. And so your
Sales
evolution in your
101.
career now takes you where?
So now what I'm doing is I'm actually an interpreter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm an interpreter. So I interpret 911 calls, financial,
Ooh, and what languages?
English and Spanish.
Okay.
So I know a little bit of Italian and a little bit of Portuguese, but don't hold me to
Fala
it.
português.
Yeah.
Um pouquinho.
But very.
Very good.
Bastante.
Don't
Did
press
you
me
say,
at it.
did you say Versace?
Bastante.
Bastante.
En español. Enough. It's enough.
Enough.
Sí. Claro.
¿Me entiendes?
Más o menos.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you're an interpreter.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
very
yes,
cool.
yes.
So the terms you just kind of translate.
Yeah, translate. I've worked in the financial industry. I just actually got out of the legal world.
Okay.
I worked at a law firm as a
Okay.
legal assistant. So dabbed in here in different,
Yeah.
different fields.
Right on.
Excellent.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And so, why are you running?
So I'm running because what I see is, first and foremost, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the incumbent that's in there right now, Steve Lee, he's not running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the past 16 years, all of our city members either A, have not lived in the district and filed, B, really, there's no interest in actually representing our community.
Right.
Our district, we're known as an international community.
Right.
There's so many different languages that are spoken there, but yet it's kind of feel like if you drive down Bel Air, you'll see they call Bel Air the Wall Street.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you have all these banks and everything, but
Sure.
really there are so many other parts of the district that need to be flourished that really, we're known as District F, the Forgotten District.
Okay.
Is the reason why I decided to
I thought it
run.
was the fantastic.
No, not to be that.
There's restaurants that are always. I mean,
It's
I
a
love.
great side of town.
It is a great side of town. It's far. Still a great side of town. You go to one strip center and it's got every.
It's
type
like
of
a world.
restaurant.
It's a world.
It's
Yes,
a whole other
yes,
world.
yes.
You get your phone fixed. You get your foot rub. You get a massage. You get it's really
Good food, nice bubble tea, something else.
Yes.
If you guys like pho, that's
Of course.
That is the pho show town right there.
Yeah.
Pho show.
Show.
Can you ring the bell on that
Ring the
one?
bell on that one. Ring the bell.
There you go.
It's too late. We can't hear it on the mics over there. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. So, so say for example, jerk. For example, so if this is the coolest show. So whenever you say you get elected, and what would be the first thing you would
Yes.
do? You would work on when you step into place.
First thing that I would do is actually I want to work on being able to bring more jobs into the district.
Okay.
Okay.
And work
Documented.
Yeah. And because we have an issue. Even yesterday we had a forum last night,
Mhm.
and one of the big issues that came up is a lot of those businesses that are there. You know, you have those illegal game rooms and stuff like that.
Ah,
There needs to be more of a crackdown on that.
yes.
But one of the first things that I said I would work on is bringing in more jobs, because you have a lot of people in the district that live there but go to work in the Katy area, Cypher
Sure.
area.
Mm.
So bringing in more revenue to the district.
Yeah.
All right.
So, like, Fort Bend County has made it, like, so they have done it where you can't get permitting for gaming,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
I mean, isn't it already wound down?
No, you can still, in Harris County, I believe you can still get
I mean, all the ones
permits.
I've usually driven by, like
Yeah.
in the River Oaks.
Well, yeah,
California,
because there's
Calgary,
always something
the Heights.
shady going on in there, right? And so that's where they get them is basically the police will go in and figure out some other things that are going on, and go, oh, okay, now you're closed, right? So it's not shutting down for the gaming, but the element that goes around, because it's not regulated. It's not a regulated. I mean, like if something was like, for example, like it's like Charles and these other places like Vegas, and everything's regulated, right?
Right.
And if this stuff is like, oh, it, and you're not gonna pay attention to it.
I mean,
That's the
it's, just
issue.
it's crazy to me when we get back, but it's crazy to me how that became before marijuana, and that's
Right.
already shut down, and marijuana is on its way. You know what I mean?
Right.
In the country, I'm saying, guys, in the country. Don't quote me. Anyway, so if you're just now tuning in, you're listening to We the People with Naveed and Saviz. If you have any questions or concerns, 832-685 or comment on our 137 live feed that we got going on.
That's right.
And we'll be right back. You're listening to We the People on the amazing new 102.5. There it is.
There it is.
When you say gaming, are you guys talking about like kind of?
It's like
card games.
slot machines.
Oh, slot machine.
Yeah, no, but it's not shut down. It opened back up, by the way. You can go poker's back up.
Poker back up.
We're live though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What about Yankee?
No, they're all back
They're all
up.
good to go?
September 5th, they some of them open back up, so they're in now. So.
But did you guys hear on the news that actually that was in on it, and he was health business while he was getting a cut?
Oh yeah.
I've
This was
seen
on
Rush
South. This
Hour.
was in
That's all I've
Southwest
been thinking
Houston.
about is Rush
But
Hour.
that was the thing was that was an
We're live.
illegal. There was an illegal
We're
spot.
live.
It's okay. We can talk about this. It's like it was an illegal spot that so a lot of the poker places sell like a seat for like $15 an hour. Then when you go buy the chips, they'll charge you then like buy a drink. Yeah, these are all little things they're charging you for. That's how they make their money, right?
Yeah.
So I believe my understanding was that location was not like that. They were taking a portion of whatever money was coming to get in. That's what's illegal.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
yeah. It's just like
Because I'm far away from the mic. That's
It's just basically just like sporting events. Sporting events. Oh yeah, you are going to get hammered.
You get a $10 beer and it's a Bud Light, or something.
Well, you know why it's a $10 beer, right? It's the same model as the movie theaters. Same model as movie theaters, same model as the gas station.
Exclusive.
No. The
Double up on all that? What do you
no, it's not the double
fully
up.
count.
The movie, baseball tickets and all that stuff, all go to the team.
And because of that,
Yeah.
it goes to the venue.
Yeah,
the
the
money
venue.
goes to
So
there's tax, everything's taxed like crazy for alcohol.
right, no, that's what I'm saying. Like with stadiums, it's basically the movie
Yeah,
bar.
and the bonds, right? So we have like that. Like every one of these stadiums costs money to build. A certain tax that needs to be paid back.
Just like actually Reliance actually paid for it. The name of or NRG is actually paid for it. Before I said NRG basically paid for the stadium.
Got it.
So they paid $300 million for 30 years of naming rights. And that's how much the stadium cost to build.
Got him.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Katy High School.
Oh, I
20
talked
million?
I talked about that on 2 different occasions on here.
I know.
It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
$20 million.
$20 million for a high school stadium is ridiculous. And none of those kids see any money. None of them.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see what California did? They now.
Oh yeah, the pay for fair to play.
What's that?
So
I love
basically,
that.
if you're a school student going to college, right, and you play sports, you can now sell your image.
Yep.
You can make
Sell-
money. Just like you do
As
in any
an
sports.
endorsement?
Yeah.
Endorsements, you can get
You can
Nike.
pick yourself out instead of
Not that word, but you can
Make money.
you can
be a self-representative. You can be your
because we
the people. Hello, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in.
I like that voice. What
Do
is
you
it?
like it?
Hit the bell?
Ding.
There you go.
You
All right.
behave, you'll get your guy.
I don't even want.
saying you'll get your guy.
I don't even want.
You know what?
You
What
need
I'm
to be on standby for when you ready to push the bell.
Do it.
You see what I have going on, right?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Then you shouldn't have taken it away. It's your
You
fault.
just too many
No.
bells and whistles. going
Yeah,
on.
you have misbehaved. That's why I took the bell.
Night, night.
So we're back with Jesus.
Guys, I'm enjoying
Let's
myself.
get serious. Let's talk about politics.
So let's talk about the policies. What are the policies that you want to implement?
Yeah. Yes. No, jobs, business. What I want to do is actually, if you notice, I don't know if you guys have heard, but a lot of cities, around us are actually giving employment to homeless people. And everything. So I think because one thing that I was against was actually the ordinances that the city enforced, kind of make it policing them. instead of being like that, why not actually somewhere decent to live, pay, and benefit? That's one thing right there. Another thing is, and also as well giving them a job to clean up the trash around the city.
Right.
It's a win-win for really everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a program in New York. It's called the Doughboy program, and then they
what?
Doughboy. Dough. Okay. And now they changed the word or the organization's name. They still use this on but it's called Ready to Work.
Yeah.
And what they do is it's like a dormitory that has a cafeteria, retrain center, and all that.
I'm talking about. We need that here.
And then what they do is they pay them. They pay the individuals a loan. They take them in. They tell them, if you want to see a mental health specialist, or you want to see a person, an advisor, and instead of figuring out your finances, and getting in a place where they go, eventually rent their own place. And some of them actually. What's interesting about the program, people who run the program, were actually they came into the program like 20, 30 years ago.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
20, 30 years already?
A little longer, actually. Yeah.
And we don't have that here at all?
No, we don't. So what they do is they get some of the funding from the city to clean up. So, like, you look at, like, Houston, like, when I'm driving around, I'm like, man, what is up with the garbage on the
Yeah,
ground?
I'm just looking in my neighborhood.
Yeah, and so what they'll do is they have vans that have, they'll take the folks on the vans and they go to different neighborhoods and clean up trash, do what needs to be done, cut the hedges. If they have, like, certain lots that have, like, weed, like, coming up, or they'll help, like, the city cut it and do all that. So they have these different programs. The other program they have is really cool is they have prep. So it's like food prep. So like a soup kitchen, the little cafeteria that's in there. They're teaching people on how to like become chefs and prep workers, right? And so what's amazing is a lot of those prep workers become like chefs to like really good restaurants, and the amount of restaurants here in the city of Houston, right? And able to like do that. Really cool. What's that? We're talking about food. Is that what it is?
Delicious. All right, so Jesus.
Yeah.
What up?
So you guys have touched excellent points.
Yeah.
Actually, our good. The thing that I like is that I don't know if you guys heard, but we actually have a career center where they're facing, because not. It's where it gives them more of a hands-on kind of trade work.
Sure.
Mechanics, culinary, things like that. So that's something that we need to expand. That a policy that I want to push here is to be able to raise the minimum wage for employees. I think a decent minimum wage, well, I wouldn't say decent, but semi around those long lines would be $15 an hour.
I mean, I don't even think that's enough, honestly, for just.
Oh, it's not. Trust me, it's not.
You break it down, like the most common rental, even for a one bedroom, is over $1,000. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Minimum.
Exactly.
And just that somewhat works. It might not even work that well. You know what I mean?
You have a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck here in Greece.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. I think we have a lot of hardworking people here that deserve some. So I think the city should take that on. And when I am elected, that's something. Another thing as well, a lot, and especially in my district, we have a lot of buildings, buildings, restaurants, and all that. But I think we need to promote more greenery.
Yeah.
Teaching students and our kids. I'm big on education as well. Houston thrives on that to be self-sufficient, learn how to farm and plant, and grow your own stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's something that we really need to push on.
Right.
So are you working toward like climate sustainability? What does that look like in District F?
Really, it's very scarce, and it's sad because that's one thing you see, and a lot of constituents have brought that up, that they want to see more green space, more parks. Our parks, we have a lot of activists in my district that are, always fighting to help, the trees, keep that clean. It doesn't get done.
Right.
The current administration doesn't do that. Another thing that I'm focusing on, leading into what you were saying, and my hat's off to Greta when she said, that things aren't working.
How dare you?
Yeah, exactly. That gave me chills.
You're not trying hard enough.
Exactly. But no, that's one thing that I said last night at the forum that we had is because things aren't working the way they are now. The city, we need new, fresh, young ideas, and someone to step in there who legitimately isn't going to be persuaded.
So, as you are moving forward in the campaign, the key things that you think are important to win in November for yourself?
Really, like I was telling you, is all around the city of Houston we have a low voter turnout, unfortunately. A lot of people don't know how important local elections are.
Yeah.
One thing that we find difficult in my district is we have a high, actually, Latino population, but they are the lowest in turning out and voting.
Why is that?
Really, I think that, to be quite honest, in my opinion, I think no one's stepped in there to actually give them a motive to vote. It's more along the lines of, like I said at the beginning, we have so many ethnic backgrounds in our group, but everyone is always in their own direction.
Sure.
No one's together.
Sure.
So I think that's really a discouragement on that side. Also, as well, are as informed that, hey, you know, city council elections, mayor elections, they all do matter, because those are people that ultimately, you know, make ordinances that will decide what we our day by day life.
Sure.
Really, the population that votes the most in my district is Asian. So I think that this year, hopefully, what I'm pushing for is to get the Latin vote out, and also the rest of the ethnicities that we have there, so that way we have a voter turnout like we never had before in District F.
Right. Why is it Asian?
Good question. I would say because, well, the majority of the the majority of the
That's a legitimate question.
I mean, look at the street times.
Right.
Yeah.
So why though? Right. Like if there's a certain population that live there, there's a certain population that doesn't engage.
Well, I mean, I think maybe the majority of the business owners there.
And so that's one
And
thing
they,
as well.
they have their relevant needs to vote.
That's right.
Right, and see, that's one thing. And like I said, is on Bel Air you'll see, you know,
Everything we talked about
restaurants and
earlier.
everything. But more on the other side of the district, Beach Nut, Cook, all those places,
Right.
it's nothing but Hispanic restaurants.
Right.
Together more to intertwine
Yeah.
is something that the district needs to do,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, and then maybe every one of your campaign fundraisers should be at every one of those restaurants.
Exactly.
Restaurant hot baby.
Thanks for the in-kind.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. You should report it.
Thanks for the what?
In-kind donation. Yeah. So in the city elections, you're up to $5,000 that you can give as a donation or an in-kind donation.
Right.
Oh, so it's either food or whatever
Yeah.
the venue space or 5,000, but it can't be
It can't be over
it
5,000.
can't be over 5,000.
Or they can't donate more than $5,000.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yes,
That's
that's
a lot
one
of
way to do
food.
it, right? I mean, not like basic politics. One portion of politics is, or engagement politics is social, right? So getting owners and
Is that the same thing for the
influencers.
individuals? 5,000 still.
And the businesses can't donate.
Oh, they cannot donate.
No, they cannot.
Okay.
But the individual owner can donate from his restaurant. Right.
Very cool. All right, we're going to talk about which restaurants when we get back. Give us a call, 832-685-1025. You're listening to We the People with Navid and Sabiz and Little Freckles in the building and Jesus running for District F on the amazing new 102.2. We'll be right back.
All right, so last segment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
It's going by fast.
Goes by quickly, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. We'll let you talk, I promise.
But he brings up so many good points.
He
Like
does.
you should. This should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's a lot of things that people are talking about.
Yeah, you actually are very accurate on that, and then we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
That's really good. So yeah. So the greenery, you're gonna push hard on the greenery, for sure.
Big, green. Really, what people are complaining about, greenery, crime will be the next one.
Yeah, there's a lot of like armed robbery in that area.
Car break-ins.
Car break-ins.
Yes.
Businesses having like armed robbery take place. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Actually, Southwest side is where actually Asian businesses have the most because they don't report it.
The thing is what actually, and I'll talk about that whenever we go back, but what is that when I talk to HBD, it's kind of like where you're right, that there's a latency in that, which would affect things.
Correct. And a lot of them are just, they're worried if they report it, there's going to be retaliation and stuff like that. And so the other thing is, there is also on where there's not solicitation.
Yeah.
I think there's these in there to like help engage the business or tell them if you have an issue in your business, right?
Or not
Because
even.
because the end it doesn't with
the thing is that
theme
really,
of the.
there's so terrible with the lack of communication.
That's
No,
right.
the ending. No, the ending very.
And
I don't
think
put it.
that
I don't put
really
it specific. I don't want to put specific song on there. I don't want to. Yeah, because of the show.
So yeah, like
You can have.
So was it mayoral for?
now I
it,
have.
or was
I
it
only
city
did it
council-
when I
city
said
council?
the joke.
No one.
Was there any outlaw?
You just don't abuse.
No.
No,
We'll review the tape. We'll review the tape.
Don't abuse your.
That's the thing is that no one knows what's going on. And so that's something that I think communication is key.
You know how many thousand people were voting at this rate?
Quite off the top of my head, no, I don't know, but I
Look it
know
up.
it is very, very, very.
Look it up.
All right, I'm coming back.
Can't look it
Come-
up.
Yeah, no, you know how to do that stuff. I can see how many views.
I can't hear you. What?
How many views?
Because we the people on the amazing 102.5 FM. I'm here with my co-host Saviz.
I'm co-host Naveed.
Co-hosts.
Co-host.
Co-hosting.
Coast. Coast to coast.
Coast to coast, because we do the most.
So
We're
if you're
here.
just now tuning in, we're here with Laura,
That's right.
Hey guys.
candidate for City Council District F,
Yes.
which is SWAT, repping my block.
For life.
SWAT for life. Huh, man? And then we also got DJ Little Freckles, who's
Yeah.
joining
Freckles.
us. She was the host of her own show here on Saturdays.
And we're gonna see her go.
We're about to say bye.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Still putting out playlists, so.
Where at? Tell us. Find you.
It's on Sway
okay.
lists.
Well, you gotta go on Spotify and just look up Katie Common.
Okay.
Or you can go to my SoundCloud. I think it's at DJ Little Freckles.
Yeah.
Still on there. So that's
Yeah.
at DJ Little Freckles.
Yes. It's spelled there.
Yep,
It's accurate.
just-
DJ Little. Hashtag connect the
Two
dots.
T's.
Oh, it's
everything.
been a while. Yeah, there's two T's. Alright, so.
Little.
So there was a question on how many people vote in that district. In 2015, only 10,000 people voted.
And we have a population of over 220,000.
Oh, wow.
What was that
Yeah.
number
That's a
again?
5% vote turnout.
10,706.
Wow.
Out of the quarter mil.
Oof.
Come on, SWAT. I know you can't hear us unless you're. I think it is Vietnamese.
It's Vietnamese. Way to go over there. It's Vietnamese.
Yeah, this is actually.
We need syndicated to the Vietnamese. Let's do it.
Can you interpret? Can you... That is funny.
Rosetta Stone all the way.
That's the this station is owned by another one in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. In District G, there's 31,000 votes.
Yeah.
Right. In this.
That
Right. And in District D, there's 19. District C,
So that'd be-
7,000.
see.
B has 18,000. This is like probably one of the lowest voting districts.
Yes.
Mm.
Very.
Wait. J is in there too. Hold on. J is somewhere. J is 7,000.
F and J are.
Wah,
F and
wah,
J. F and J
wah.
are really low. You can actually win this election. 1,200 votes. You can win.
I'm
Go
hoping
knock
to,
on those doors.
Where's
That's what
Jay
you gotta do.
guys.
Where's Jay at?
Jay.
Oh, J is Sharpstown going down.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask you earlier. If Sharp's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Walk, phone calls.
Yeah.
Social
So
media,
you're
the whole
doing
9
it.
yards.
You can do it for free. You literally can just pull that list from the county and go walk it.
Yeah.
So I vote for me. Here's my card. Please vote for me.
Yeah.
That's
Go
it.
to.
Yeah. Put up your little poster. That's like a $10,000 election. You can win it. Probably.
Someone my age is gonna like, yes.
Get all your friends to crowd to is $10. I need you to
No. It's only 10,000 in Mexican food. All right.
In kind's important. I'm having a party.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Some tacos and everything.
Yeah, you got DJ friend, right? You got DJ Freckles.
She speaks the lingo.
People come out to these different events.
I'm gonna charge you for this consult. No.
Discounted fees.
Yeah.
That's
No, we'll
good,
trade
that's
you
good.
in person food. Also, you can find in the slots. Is there not?
There isn't.
Highway 6 and
Yeah, I
is that
think there's
still
one.
F?
But I think there was one. Is that F? Is
Highway
it what
6,
6? Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
got
think it was
belly
one. I think
dancing. I forget the
it's
names of all of them.
That's one. Not all of them have belly dancing, do they?
No, of all the ones on that side of town.
All
I
right.
wish.
So is Cappy? Is like Cappy Caspi and all that? Is that like,
No,
is that,
that's
your house. Is that?
G maybe. I think all the way to Kirkwood. That's probably G. Yeah,
Okay.
probably goes that way. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, and then the other side, if you go down, Highway 6, there's F1.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then Stafford,
that's right.
technically, right?
All together.
All together.
Yeah.
We all we got.
Which actually they have an election going on out there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting elections going on, and that's one thing that I'm with Jesus for Houston
Yes,
City
what is-
Council. Houston City Council.
One more time?
Houston City Council, District F.
District.
Yep.
Jesus for District Council, District F. For City Council, District. I knew I was going to
Say it one more time so our listener can get this right.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesus, you can do this.
Jesus for Houston City Council, District F. Please share the page. We're really trying to get the word out there. One thing that I've always told people is that that old archaic mindset of you need to have years of experience in politics and be an old person to actually win an election. That is absolutely wrong. People, you have Lena Hidalgo.
Mm-hmm.
You have
27 years old.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You have a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's not yet jaded.
Right.
Am I right?
Life's been hard.
Life's been hard. Once you get into your mid-30s, I mean, I'm getting tired, man.
Just give me the future.
You know,
Be the future.
why else? Because they're going to do it for less money.
I'll just advise. That's all I want to do. I want to advise, make sure we're on the right track.
Every other company you've ever been at, you hire a young one in there, and they knock it out of the park. And then
it's sort of the saying in
they
like
get burnt.
startups. In startups, you go shake a tree, and then the apples fall.
Yeah.
You do stuff with the apples, make the pies, you do all that. And as soon as you plant the seeds that you have, as that tree grows, then you go sit in the tree too.
Go ahead. I'm pretty sure you interpreted that from a Persian metaphor.
See who says.
But
Nobody knows what's going on
except for moms that are watching, the two
Hi, Mom.
viewers that we have. Hashtag
Landon, do we have any questions?
Any questions?
Okay, comments, folks. Let's do that. Hey, call in 832 questions for Jesus or DJ Little Freckles on, you can give shout out. You can do all that too.
I've got a question.
Say the question.
Where were you the night of the no? There was a movie made about the story of your life. What would who would play you?
Okay.
And why?
Oh, interesting. Okay. I would say, what would it be called? Man, you got me on that one.
I sure did.
I know.
Go ahead.
Okay, wait. Let him come up with the name.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas.
Oh no, I was called Andrew Luck.
Wow! 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 You're right. You are right.
Let me see that.
Quarterback?
Wait. Find a good one.
No, he's retired now.
Oh,
No, we gotta get a good
That's
one.
That one's a good one.
No, we gotta get the beard one.
Yeah, get the big.
Yeah. Or Puss in Boots. No, you guys gotta come tune in live if you whatever you're doing. You gotta see his face. He looks like Andrew Luck, though, right?
Andrew Luck, retired Indianapolis Colts player.
That's right.
No, he looks like the Hispanic Luck for sure. From the Colts. Ain't he from Houston originally, right? Or no? He's
his dad's Oliver Luck.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, he's the head of the college football playoff now.
Yeah.
And he's
Called
Oh, I'm still thinking.
F
The
Luck.
The Adventures of F Fortune.
In a world where no one votes.
No, the Adventures of Captain Andrew Luck.
Captain and
It was a Twitter phenomenon.
was it?
I
Yeah.
have a question. Segue.
It's like, can I answer?
Do we have an answer for that one?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So me and Savis are Bill and Ted. We show up
Yes.
in our phone booth. We can take you somewhere in time. You cannot change it, but you can experience it. Where would you go?
Okay, I would say I would go back to the Renaissance.
Okay.
I would go back to the Renaissance. I think I've always been intrigued by the whole, knights and castles and all that. Between Renaissance and the 80s,
Okay.
would be my top two.
Great. So we're gonna leave you there by accident and bring back Leo da Vinci and be like, oh, there's another adventure. By the way, they're gonna bring another. They're doing a
third one.
They're doing a third one. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
is which one of you is Keanu Reeves and which one of you is the other guy?
I'm the curly hair one, right? Is that what it is?
Fair enough.
All right, we have a serious question real quick. We have a viewer, Jamal, says, what are you going to do to bring in more businesses to District F?
Okay, no, excellent question. So what I would do is I would want to work with other organizations to be able to scout businesses and really kind of put District F on the forefront of, we have so much to offer when it comes to the population we have, as I said, languages that are spoken there.
Yeah.
One thing that I when I travel outside of District F is, I can eat Caribbean food, I can eat Italian. I want to go ahead and meet with people, know how to bring in business entrepreneurs. I'm a very strong advocate for of small businesses.
Okay.
One thing that I've heard of, different constituents talking about is we need to open up, somewhere like Trader Joe's in our district.
Mm-hmm.
More of those things. But to question is really to be able to market district resources that we can bring to the table to bring businesses, jobs, corporations in to actually provide a decent living wage.
Got it. Is there a management district or a business chamber of commerce in that district?
Yes, IMD.
Okay.
The international.
Well, let's remind our listeners where they can find you again.
Yes. So on my Facebook, please suits for Houston City Council District F.
Great.
Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate you. All right, Salviz.
All right, so thanks so much, Little Freckles, for your last little ways for tuning in. We love our We the People listeners. You've been listening to Nabi Zanjani and Salviz Sway Tabai on the amazing new 102.5 every Tuesday through Friday. We go live at 5, and I'm just dragging this thing out to mess with Wink a little bit.
Say something, Wink. Say something.
No, I need to do. Andrew Luck went to Stratford High School.
Okay.
I knew.
And
Thanks,
Oliver Luck is commissioner and CEO of the XFL.
Nice.
Oh, of the XFL.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
I'm gonna
In
go
fact,
work over
I remember something about that when we were talking about it the other day. Yeah. Right on.
You guys first here, exclusive. No, just kidding. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Have some real good fun on Friday. Letting us survive this long out there. This is our 50th.
50th show.
And
right.
we took one off from the storm.
Yeah, we did.
Man, thank you guys so much. We love doing this. We love all of our fans and listeners and
Sponsorship.
If you have any questions about it, sponsoring us, keep us alive even further, info@wethepeople.fm. Once again, this is Sabiz. I'm here with Naveed. You've been listening to We the People FM on the amazing new 105. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
That was great.
Thank you guys.
Hey, it's wonderful. Yeah. Let's take we're gonna take a picture. Let's do a drop too,
Yes.
and we'll post it. So if you go to the center here. Your pineapple shirt.
Pineapple.
I hit the bell on live still.
Oh, right on.
Oh yeah, we're still live. Okay. It's like right when I did this too. Now I can do it. All right. These chairs are not cool.
What's the interpreter company? Sercom? Really? Okay. I applied to it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
Yeah. It took a while to get back to me. I kept trying to call back and we were missing each other.
What's up, bro?
And then I read some
What's up, sir?
people
Man.
people
How are you?
that I
Good
had
seeing you.
to
Good.
Oh, we got to bring up the mayoral.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna write this down.
Can you airdrop it or no?
So
Not
you
fun.
all-
I have to do it tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Are you already pumping it like on your show? You're talking about it? Yes.
As a matter of fact, I'm pumping up tonight.
Yes.
Pump it up tonight. Sir, I got you, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The sound is-
Oh, they all had right?
This way?
You're right.
Which
All right.
which right? You're
Make sure.
Just do it-
Everything's
just do
straightened
it
up.
this way.
Everything looks good.
Just
Yeah.
Okay.
that makes sense.
Fresh.
Straighten up, button up, buttercups.
And 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right.
Take a selfie with us in the background. Keep taking the pictures.
want to do the drop?
Do the drop.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and do it. Then one of y'all.
You. All right, so.
I love it.
Okay, so the drop is, I don't know if you saw one of ours. I think we've only posted one out of the 100 we've done.
We gotta post this up.
You know, do like a quote,
Yeah.
and then that.
Yes.
A quote and then a quote. Just to make it its title on my IG. Anyway, so Jesus, you know, candidate for City Council District F. District Council City F. And and I had an amazing time with Sabiz and do you say Sabiz? Sabiz and Navid on blah blah blah. Make sure you guys tune in. These guys are the best.
And check me out on. You can go ahead
Yeah,
and
give yourself a shout out because
Yeah.
you're on our pages.
Yeah, exactly. There
And
you go.
also, hey, go. We're from the show.
All right.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of people from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
They all left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They all own all the clubs.
Alright, ready?
Let me know.
And action.
Hi guys, my name is Jesus Zamora, running for Houston City Council District F. I just had a fantastic interview with a really great radio show with Naveed and Javed.
It's okay. One more time.
Sabiz.
Sabiz. Say mine.
Sabiz.
Sabiz and
So no, just say Naveed and Sabiz. It's easier to roll that way.
Naveed and Sabiz. Yeah,
You can say
no,
Naveed.
because he's gonna forget as after Nabi. So Nabi is the easiest one to close. I'm not saying it for the order. It's okay, fine. Say it now. Is what I'm saying. Say it now.
Naveed and
Sabiz.
There you go.
Say Sabiz.
Sabiz.
Sa.
Sabiz.
V's.
There you
Sa.
go.
V's. There you
There
go.
you
And
go.
Naveed.
All right.
And Nabi.
You got it.
If it's really that bad, just say sway.
Yeah.
And action.
Hi guys, my name is Jesus Zamora and I'm running for Houston City Council District F. I just had a fantastic interview with Naveed and
I knew it. See?
That's okay. Go ahead.
I got
It's not like I don't care about the order.
Okay.
Okay, just say sway. Sway.
Sway.
S-W-A. Sway. It's almost sway. Just sway.
Sway.
How you doing?
Just say sway.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi guys, my name is Jesus Zamora and I'm running for Houston City Council. I just had a fantastic interview with Sway on the last
Oh, I forgot me.
Stay tuned.
That's what you get. No, my name first. Yeah, no, my name first. Doesn't matter. It's the same show.
I totally forgot my name.
That's what you get. Because you don't let him talk.
Go ahead, let's do it one more time.
Pretending to be Sue.
I know. You can go in the background, bro.
I'm also Wizard of Oz.
And action.
Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I just had a fantastic interview with Naveed and let me write this down.
Take your
time.
There's no pressure, by the
No
way.
pressure.
This is our only fun.
We've
had such long days.
Like, this is where we kind of go, okay.
Yeah. I think the only one take was like Buzz.
Say Naveed and Sabiz. Or
Naveed.
something.
Okay, how about this?
There you go.
Here, wait.
You got
Yeah,
it.
start with that.
Okay.
And then you can flow with the rest.
He got it. He just got it.
Okay.
Say it again.
Naveed and Sabiz.
There you go.
Hi guys, thank you so much Naveed and Sabiz for inviting me for a fantastic radio show that I just went through. My name is Jesus Zamora and I'm running for Houston City Council District F. And vote November 5th. Thank
Leon was like, I don't know what is his action.
Send it over.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
That's
When you're
great.
by yourself, the background looks good.
All right, I'll send this out. Drop it on.
I should have just. Yeah, I just realized the whole Asianness of the business is like me.
Do you have airdrop on yours?
On yours?
Oh, on me,
iPhone?
The new amazing Mr. Chris. You see, I'm one button trouble, 2 4 at a time. Come on, y'all, let's rock. Mr. Chris.
Yes. And DJ Quick. You didn't think we could flip it on your ass, huh? Something for the dance floor. In a real way.
We need to do a little dance for it. Actually, that's a requirement on the show. Dance at the end. With this.
Check it out now. You trying to give me some background, but no way. I'd rather have a mimosa with
No, I'm only doing it. This guy is the best dancer I've ever met. Alright, got it. I didn't know last time we did, what was the other day?
Whatever you want to do, we're just gonna drop it.
That was actually some of the best. Yeah. You were. You're fine. I'm not gonna say hey, I really get that. I get fast. He rehearsed this shit in his life. Yeah, we're he's actually the moderator